everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Whiteside. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Garnett. Here's Jones. Down low. It's picked off. Here's the break. High arcing shot. And he gets the bucket.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Jones. There's a screen by Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Just an electrifying style on the court for John Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
To the inside. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside Tatum. Fires the three. That one no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the paint. Garnett. Stolen by Whiteside. Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, you got to know the scouting report. Tatum is always looking to attack. I mean, he's great at drawing contact on his way to the rim.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Now here's Daniels.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in to the middle.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. And the basket is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Ball. And that's a foul. Called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by Johnson. Dallas leading by 3. Daniels left side. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
That's good from Jones.
What you appreciate about Jones is his well-roundedness. I mean, he's a talented scorer and a superb defender, too.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Johnson with a bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
To the inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nick Claxton. Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential stardom. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Johnson. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Yeah, I love that. Johnson attacking the rim with style.
Simmons. Ooh, can't get the double clutch layup to drop. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Stewart. Timberwolves trail by 6. Jones with the ball. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Here's Tatum. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Dosunmu. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Outside Robinson. Misses off the right iron.
For the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. On defense, Dallas. They lead by 4. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys?
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Well, Clark, by my count, in your career, you made all of 23 triples and hit a respectful 34%.
23 over a, close to 5-year career, maybe the equivalent of 3.25 years on the court. Yeah, the 3-ball was not being shot a lot. I will tell you, I was looking to add it to my repertoire, though, and that's the case for all of these guys playing now. Everybody is shooting 3s.
Here's Goodwin. Still no points. Here's Robinson. Dallas, no good that time either.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call a timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Washington outside. Fires for 3. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
To the middle. Whiteside down low. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed. Gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the finals.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Minnesota in the lead. And Whiteside with a block.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
From deep, Johnson. Again, the miss by Dallas. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Gordon. Some solid defense from Claxton.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Johnson on the wing. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Again, the miss by Dallas. Here's Stewart. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Johnson for 3. The putback. Yakuchonis grabs the board. Here's Beasley. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Ball. Ball with the athletic finish.
Well, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Outside Tatum. There's a screen by Whiteside. Floats one. The offensive rebound. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Kidd. Daniels outside. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Outside Johnson. Just 3 to shoot. There's a screen by Whiteside. It's scooped up with 1 on the clock. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Shot is good by Goodwin. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
I'll tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Now here's Robinson. Yet to see a basket.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Pass to Garnett. Jones in the post. To the wing, right side. From downtown. Claxton with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 8. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wells. Pass to Claxton. It's deflected. And here's Jones. Down low. Here's Garnett. Claxton with the block. And they're able to recover. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Here's Robinson. Takes one from 10 feet. And that one's long. Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Garnett. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. To the paint. Pass to Gafford. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the T-Wolves. 7-point differential. DeSumo with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Wells, that's good.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Now Simmons. Gordon outside. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Gordon's got 5 points. Here's Wells. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Minnesota. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Kidd. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Shoots over Stewart. Whiteside can't get it to go.
Big time effort, denying that one. Playing the game with real force and passion.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. Now here's Simmons. DeSumo outside. Three-pointer.
It really gets left behind on D. Johnson's so quick to match up.
Pass to Tatum. Goes back up. Here's Kidd. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. There's the drive. Here's Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Dyson Daniels.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer from Minnesota. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So, guys, he's going to braid it out.
Okay, thanks for that.
It's always so tough to see a player get hit with this kind of setback. You know, they dedicate so much time and energy and effort to their craft. My hope and prayer is that he has a smooth recovery.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Outside Tatum. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Ball right side. Outside Gordon. No good.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Now here's Ball. Oh, he cannot hit. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Whiteside down low. Jones rips down the board.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Oh, he misses the layup. Mavericks trail by 4. There's the screen by Whiteside. Oh, he leaves no question.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifter, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now Gordon. Oh, he misses the dunk.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's flag. Stolen by Whiteside. Here's Kidd. Stolen by Ball. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Both teams making some changes here. Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he misses the layup. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. That's it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Ball with it. They set a pick. Flag outside. Here's Jones. He's off from 3.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Cash!
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Picked by Stewart. Ball outworks the contact inside.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Here's a pass to Tatum. 18 feet out. Oh, it's off. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jones. Here's Stewart. The free ball is down.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
They double-team Tatum. Daniels. Off on the layup. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside ball. Stolen by Whiteside. Daniels with it. Guarded by Stewart. Left side Tatum. There's the screen by Whiteside. 5 to shoot. Jams it home!
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's the pick. Flag outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Puts up the tray. Buries it from outside.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time. and the situation. And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Outside Gordon. Fires the three. Oh, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few.